Back at again with another YouTube video. It's your boy Ryan G. Today we're gonna react to Nobody Cares About WWE Backlash 2025. But let's get right into the video.
Out of my way, pigeon.
Alright, we have an advertisement to start off. That usually happens in the beginning of our videos.
WWE Backlash, and barely a soul is excited about this premium live event. Do I blame you? Absolutely not, people. I'm not gonna tell you to get excited about Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. What's crazy though is that WWE built this premium live event in 3 weeks, and Logan Paul versus Jey Uso ain't even official yet. People, I am kinda excited about Backlash for my own reasons. I'm gonna get.
I don't know what they're trying to do with that Logan Paul and Jey Uso thing. If they're trying to set up a world title match or just a regular match, I don't know what they're trying to do. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Into it, but having a premium live event so early after WrestleMania wasn't the best decision. Look, people, on paper it does look like the ultimate filler premium live event. It's one of these premium live events where 5 matches ain't enough in my opinion. That's kind of my biggest problem. I don't even mind the matches we're going to get at this premium live event. Honestly, I'm excited. I just feel like it's not enough. It doesn't have that variety for everybody because so many people watch wrestling for so many different reasons. And while I can see some excitement out of this pay-per-view, if you're a match guy, if you care about these 5-star classic matches, I don't think you're getting any of that. But let's talk about all the possibilities of WWE Backlash. Obviously, people, make sure to like, subscribe if you already didn't. So right now, I'm a married man with children. I would kiss you right now if you were there. I would sit you on my lap and tell you the world. Start with Pat McAfee versus Gunther. A lot of people have a problem with this match. I really found the whole storyline really exciting. Michael Cole being an absolute.
I didn't mean to, skip, but, I want to start the vid. I'm sorry, but let's get to it.
Badass Gunther, after taking a loss, being an absolute menace, just beating the living shite out of the commentary. Here's the thing though. It all depends on the match itself. I'm seeing a lot of disagreement. Some people are excited, some people hate the idea, some people are saying Gunther is washed, he's buried. It all depends on the match.
I don't know if this match is even gonna turn out well. What do you guys think? This match, I would never think Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
Match itself. If Gunther loses this match, which is obviously not gonna happen, I'll eat my words, I'll apologize. But it's obviously not gonna happen. Here's the best case scenario and the only way everybody's going to be happy with this match. Gunther beats the living crap out of Pat McAfee with no remorse. Maybe even a match stoppage. I'm not saying Pat McAfee can't do any offense, but for the most...
I can see a match stoppage. Like, Gunther, you're winner by just not knockout, but just, I don't know. Like sometimes when wrestlers just can't compete, they just turn the winner over. Something like that.
Part, Gunther needs to eat Pat McAfee for breakfast. If that happens, I don't see any negatives. Gunther came back, he's suspended, the beast is unleashed on Backlash, beats the crap out of Pat McAfee, perhaps even blood. I guess that's the reason why I'm so open with this premium live event. It all depends on what happens at the premium live event. The build sucked. We barely got anything exciting, but looking at the best case scenarios, it could go hard. That's my take on it. Now, obviously, my prediction is going to be Gunther. I don't see a world where WWE believes, yeah, Pat McAfee beating Gunther, that is a wonderful decision. But then again,
Yeah, we never know. We might get a twist to it to build up more to a storyline, or potentially taking Pat McAfee to the roster or something. I don't know.
WWE are on a pretty weird track record lately. It's hard to support them. I guess one match everybody's excited about and know it's going to be a great match is the Fatal 4-Way United States Championship match. I guess this is the match for everybody, right? I'm so impressed by WWE's mid-card right now. Like, the United States Championship title picture is absolutely unbelievable. I keep telling you, if you have main event talent fighting for the mid-card championships, It works. It makes these championships look prestigious. It makes it look like it's a prize worth fighting for people. Look, I've been watching WWE for 22 years right now, so that's why it's so impressive
I heard about an LA Knight heel turn. That's what I heard. I don't know.
to me, because I remember back in the day we used to get CM Punk versus, I believe it was Curtis Axel. He was the Intercontinental Champion. They would never put that championship on the line because the championship was beneath CM Punk, the main eventer. I always hated that. You have Drew McIntyre, an absolute main eventer. You have your former world champion like Damian Priest. You have LA Knight, who's one of the biggest stars in the WWE, and Jacob Fatu, the biggest rising star in the WWE. Y'all know I love
I don't think Jacob Fatu would drop the title that fast, but who knows?
triple threat matches. I love fatal four-way matches, so I'm very excited about this match. So this is one of these matches that I believe nobody really has a problem with. The build was
I'ma definitely try to tune in to Backlash, and if you guys want me to live stream it, comment down below.
right. I just simply appreciate the talent involved. My prediction is going to be Jacob Fatu. I think this match is pretty obvious, but I can already picture in my head how great the match is going to be itself. The only way Jacob Fatu is going to lose this match is because of Solo Sikoa. And that is a possibility. Lately, people, not to brag or anything,
That's another way he can lose too, Solo.
as your hero, as your messiah, as your favorite content creator, as your daddy. You probably noticed this by now. I'm very good at predictions lately. I say some random ass shit like, oh my god, maybe Paul Heyman joins Seth Rollins, and it happens. So, maybe Solo involvement, people. Maybe Solo involvement. If that doesn't happen, I'm just joking then. I'm just making jokes. Comedy. But I do think it's a possibility because that's exactly what they're building. And Solo Sikoa made this fatal four-way match possible in the first place because he had a, big mouth. So my prediction is still Jacob Fatu. Then we're getting Jacob versus Solo Sikoa. So my prediction is still Jacob Fatu, but let's have a second one. If it's not Jacob Fatu, who makes sense right now is the United States champion? I think the most obvious scenario is LA Knight, but what about Drew McIntyre? One of the top stars in the WWE. If somebody's taking that championship, maybe it should be Drew McIntyre. We are possibly getting the world.
Wait, you guys let me, I don't want to rewind it because, we got to keep the video going. What did he say? I forgot. Let's just continue. He said something about Drew McIntyre. Because I'm trying to figure out what title will he be chasing though.
World Championship match, Jey Uso versus the Maverick Logan Paul. Dab. I'm literally sweating right now. Okay, so very controversial match. Barely a soul is excited about it. And I don't know if it's because it's Logan Paul or it's because it's Jey Uso and it's Logan Paul. You know what I mean? Like if
we already know Jey Uso's winning that match.
We would get Logan Paul versus somebody else, I don't think people would complain that much. But people are aware, or maybe that's their, I don't know. I'm not a work rate critic. A lot of people are saying Jey Uso ain't that good. And most of his matches lately are kinda there. I get it. Logan is still learning, he gets to practice a lot, so that's why his matches are always, not always, but a lot of times so impressive. Maybe I'm excited about this match for wrong reasons. Like, especially right now, since everybody hates it, I'm like, okay, let's see how bad it actually is. You know what I mean? The story was absolute ass. Like, don't get me wrong. I accomplished everything there is to accomplish. I'm the GOAT. I won that world championship. Yeet, super kick. Dab versus yeet. It's literally everything I hate. People.
So what, Logan Paul's gonna be his first rivalry with the title?
But I'm the type of guy, when it comes to comedy, when it comes to movies, perhaps even wrestling, where I kinda can appreciate things that are so bad, it's actually good. I don't know if that's the case, if that's gonna happen, but since there's so much backlash right now, No pun intended. Literally didn't do that on purpose, by the way. I'm a fucking genius. That's what makes me excited about this match. Now, my prediction is obviously Logan. Who am I kidding? Obviously, Jey Uso is retaining. It's a filler pay-per-view. It's not that big of a deal. My biggest problem is that I don't know how good this championship title reign can get until probably Seth Rollins takes this championship from Jey Uso. Even then, we already saw Seth Rollins as a champion. Not sure how excited.
Yeah, the way Seth is like, the way they have him as a heel, allianced with Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker, Seth can take the title off him, and then Braun Breaker can take it off Seth Rollins. Is that, yeah.
I am about that, but it's something that we will talk about in the future. We still don't know how great this faction and this storyline is going to be. Now, I do hope we're getting something with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Punk, Reigns, whatever it may be at this premium live event, but so far we have no idea whether that's going to happen or not. I believe it would really improve Backlash because it's one of the most exciting stories right now in the WWE, and we ain't getting any of that on Backlash. We also have the women's
Alright, we're hit with another ad.
Championship match, Lyra versus Becky Lynch, which is crazy. None of the major women's championships are being defended, but the mid-card championship is. And you know what? I'm kinda happy. You gotta make these championships look prestigious. That's the thing about this premium live event. Again, they didn't have enough time, because of their own faults obviously, they didn't have enough time to build major storylines. So why don't we use that opportunity and put this championship on the line on the premium live event? This championship instantly gained a lot of prestige because of Becky Lynch. Whether you like her or not, that doesn't matter. She's one of the top superstars in the WWE. I know the match is going to be pretty cool. My prediction is going to be Becky Lynch, actually.
Yeah, I can actually see her dropping it early to Becky Lynch.
Know if I want that. What I'm mostly excited about is, well, obviously Lyra getting a big opportunity against these big stars, but also the return of Bayley versus Becky. I know it's something we saw before, but it's gonna be one of these cases
that could happen. Bayley returning, we'll see.
This is where we as fans respect Bayley so much and we actually root for her. Like, actually, not just in kayfabe, you know what I mean? But yeah, my prediction is Becky Lynch. Finally, people, John Cena versus Randy Orton. The biggest reason why I still care about Backlash, right? I grew up watching Randy versus Cena. Older people than me grew up watching Austin versus Rock. I know it's not a fair comparison. Somebody's already laughing. Stop it. Stop with the goddamn comment. You don't understand. I was a child. It meant something to me, people. It meant something to me. A lot of, people like John Cena, I call them basic bitch asses. We are Randy fans. Randy Orton is the cool one, people. 2007, man. What a year. Considering it's been 3 weeks, it was an okay build. Randy's promos are amazing. When he gets red, he's serious. How do you get to that point, man? How do you get that red? I can only imagine myself in that situation. Like, violent diarrhea happened actually pretty recently. Nah, man, I was so sick recently I thought I'm gonna shit out my heart. Back to the match, people. I enjoyed the build for what it was. It's also really fascinating watching John Cena as a bad guy and Randy Orton as a good guy with morals, values, children. In what world are we living? I thought in 2025, in kayfabe obviously, John Cena is going to be the guy with kids, wife, familia values, everybody. And Orton, I probably shouldn't say. Let's just say living the Godfather gimmick. Now I'm gonna stop you right here. Don't expect a 5-star classic. Their matches were...
I would expect a 5-star classic, because every time Cena and, Orton put on a match, it's always good, but, Cena's a heel. He's trying to ruin wrestling, so Cena might pull some heel tactics. It might not be a long match. We'll see.
A hit or miss most of the time. If you're a wrestling match work rate connoisseur, you probably won't like this match. I'm watching it for different reasons. Obviously, nostalgia. Sometimes that works, people. Now, how could WWE make it a bit more exciting? I have an idea, and I'm sure everybody will agree. So basically, the match ends with Orton almost winning. Randy Orton almost beats John Cena. He's almost a world champion again, but then Travis Scott comes out, and this time around, Travis hits Randy Orton in the face. John Cena doesn't have to do anything, pins Randy Orton, and he's still the WWE champion. People have realized something. I've opened my mind, my heart, my soul to the WWE and said, yes.
He's definitely gonna get a lot of heat if that's the finish.
Yes, Rocky. Feed me more Travis Scott. Feed me more Travis Scott in my veins, boy. Now, seriously, I'd consider ending it all at that point, but I think we don't need an interference. Unless it's The Rock, okay. At this point, I'm not even sure if I'm excited about The Rock in the WWE, but I don't need Travis Scott. Anything but Travis. Anything but Travis, people. If one of my childhood matches memories is going to be ruined, tainted by the interference of Travis Scott, well then I'm gonna complain on the internet. So obviously my prediction is John Cena. For this kind of match, people, maybe we just need to do...
Yeah, I don't think Cena's gonna drop that title. But he's really... this guy's entertaining. The great one. I react to his content. So yeah, I'll put his link in the this description because I usually don't, but I'm starting to. I'll try to start doing that more. But yeah, hold on.
The safe option. John Cena kinda cheats, wins against Randy Orton. It's not gonna be super memorable, but maybe it's going to end the way it should. Randy, Cena, barely any BS, but obviously a heel cheats. Maybe that's all we need, really. And these are my WWE Backlash.
Alright, that was Nobody Cares About WWE Backlash 2025, but tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, more videos coming. I just said that. Uriah out.